So it's got to the point now where you're like, hang on a minute, I can't be tasked with this. I can't be tasked with this. You know what's been going on? People have been phoning up saying, lad, you've given... No, mate, no. So I need to speak to their main man, and their main man's Aiden, isn't he? Right now, Aiden, I told you before, I know him, I've known him for years and all that. Right now, Aiden, listen to Aiden, right? Aiden's got a bit of a, let's just say, he's ambiguous. Do you know what ambiguous means? Ambiguous means you can say something, but it might mean something different. Do you know what I mean? So, all right, sounds. So I'm going to have to go and see him right now. My back foot isn't up. I'm normal. I'm sound. My ears aren't standing up with Aiden. Do you know what I mean? Because I've known him for years and all that. Now, what you've got to understand is, when I met Aiden first, it was like 15 years ago. Yeah, a lot's changed since I met him. A lot's changed since I met him, right? So I goes for a meeting with Aiden, right? Now, let's just say Aiden, he's got a bit of a different perspective on what's going on here, mate, because he must know what's going on and all that, right? And he knows I know and all that. So I phoned him up, right? Yeah, here's how it happens. I phoned him and said, yeah, I said, can I come and see you, lads? He's like, yeah, Sam, where do you want to be, blah, blah, blah. He said, who are you with? I said, who am I with? He said, why does it matter? He went, no, it doesn't matter, lad. He said, but it'd be better if you come on your own. And I'm thinking, wow, why is he saying that? So I said, well, I was only on my own anyway. So I said, all right, Sam. So when he goes to this, right, he opens the door, walks in, there's two big fucking goons there, mate. And I know one of them, and I don't like him. And I don't like him neither. I don't like fucking none of them. These aren't the brothers, but I know these are the other henchmen. So one of them goes, all right, lads. I said, why do you talk like that? He goes, what do you mean? I said, lads, you don't even talk like that. I said, why do you talk normal? He said, talk normal. What are you talking like that for? Aiden starts laughing like that. I'm saying, what the fuck's he on about, lad? And Aiden's like, so the lads, they just hate me straight away, and they fucking hate me anyway, but I hate them, and the last I'll do what I want, right? So I'm sitting there, right, and the conversation, they're trying to dominate me, they're trying to, like, not scare me, but they're trying to intimidate me by the way they're standing, and there's two standing over me, and that. So I've been like, lad, you know what, I've got to go, so I thought, you know what, let's have a meeting too, so gets off and all that. So Aiden phoned, he's like, lad, are you alright? I said, am I alright? I said, yeah, I'm fucking sound, lad. I said, I'm sound, lad. And he went, that weren't nothing like that, you know. Okay, if that weren't nothing like that, why have you just said that weren't nothing like that? Because you know, and I never said this to him, but in my head, I'm like, but he knows that was like that. He tried to intimidate me there, right? But all you've done is fueled the fire for me to let Levy off the lead. That's all you've fucking done, mate. That's all you've done. Now, what you've got to understand is, when I say let Levy off the lead, that means let Levy off the lead, yeah? If you let Levy off the lead with no muzzle on and no boundaries, right, I will fucking guarantee you now that three of them, including Aiden, will be night within 48 hours. I fucking guarantee that now. I know. I already know. So you know you've got that in your arsenal, and you know that's what you can, that's your fucking, let's just say your panic button, or not panic, or your panic button, your red button, yeah, you're like fucking King John or whatever the fucking name is. You can just press something. I can press something, lad, yeah. Now, how he was talking to me is how he was talking to me when I first met him. When I first met him, I'm not me then. I'm a different me, lad. I'm a different me, lad, right? I'm a totally different me, lad. And one thing that stood out, what he said to me was, well, you know, lad, I know you've got a little fame in that. I know you've got a little fame in that. So I just looked at him, right, and I was thinking, right, this conversation's not going the way I want it. And I'm in his own house. He's going to have bits everywhere. There's going to be pieces, there's going to be naughties. These are going to be packing. I'm going to have to just, like, not swallow it, but when you're taking me out of my comfort zone, right, I'm already thinking ahead. I'm already one step ahead. As soon as you say them words to me and I know where this is going, I already know where the next part's going. And where the next part's going is, I want another meeting. And you know what? No, this other meeting, right, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. It's going to be different, you know, lads. And here's why it's going to be different. Because I know you're going to have them two goons there again, right? But guess what? I'm bringing Levy. I'm bringing Tosh. I'm bringing Chris. Yeah, that's it. They're the only people I need, right? They're the only people I need. Now, obviously, Robbie and that, do you know what I mean? But listen, he's having a bad time at the minute. Let's just say that. So I phoned him up again the next day. So what time is it? Can I have another meeting? He went, yeah. I said, where? I said, when you come to mine, lad? He's like, yeah. He said, can I bring them? I said, yeah. I said, bring them too. Yeah. He already knows where to live. There's no way he doesn't. He's done his own work. He knows where to live. So, no, what, lad? Now you're coming into my layer, mate. You're coming into my layer. Let's see the difference in this, right? So, Levy's there, right? Tosh is there. Chris is there, right? Now, when I say we are armed, we are within an arm's reach of naughties, and we will put you night. We will fucking tarpaulin you. We'll have a clean-up squad in here. We'll have the burning girl here, and you'll be gone. You'll be gone, mate. Now, Levy's getting into me. He's going, lad, let's just do them anyway. I'm like, lad, but what for? He's going, lad, but the way they spoke to you. I said, but you don't know how they spoke to me. He said, but but I know, but I can just tell her. And so anyway, door goes, boom, boom, on cameras, you can hear, baby. He comes in, as he walks in, right, Levy's sitting in the kitchen, right now where the kitchen is from the living room, you've got to come in through the fucking first door, then the second door, then you go through all, then you come through the living room, you come to the kitchen, because it's like that. So there's only access to the kitchen one way, from the front or the back. And that's how I've built the house. I got the house, I built the house like purposely for that. So all my doors open the wrong way. You can't put my doors in, they're all fire doors with keys on and all that, you know what I mean? So next thing, mate, he comes in, right? I'm like, what's that? The day coming. As soon as they walk in and see Levy, Chris and Tosh, he just go, boo. Levy just stands up and goes, what's happening, lads? You know, just like proper loud. And I mean, lad, these other two, and Levy just stares and goes, what's happening with you, lads? Still on the fucking juice, are you, lad? Being training, look like you've been training, lad. And just absolutely brings them down to earth. Just that fast, it's a shame. Now, these two parcels, and they're standing up, and Levy's going, you sit down, and you sit down. So I'm looking at Levy, right, and I'm laughing, but I don't want to be the person who's instigated, to get what I mean? But I know what's happening, We're dominating you. We're my little firm, lad. What's happening now, lads? Now, these brothers who I know, they are heavy. I'm not saying they're not heavy. I'm not even going to say they're not heavy. They are heavy. They're heavy in their own little ponds. Yeah. We're not in the pond, mate. We broke out of that pond years ago, lad. Years ago. So he starts mentioning these brothers like that, and Levy's looking at me. Listen to this. Right? Listen to this from front, right? I love this boy, you know. This boy is why I love him. People just don't understand why I love him, but it is why I love him, right? So Levy goes, who them two? They're only Muppets, lads. It's fucking awkward. It's made it awkward, right? So Chris bears out laughing, right? Tosh just bears out, and I'm fucking trying not to laugh in the face, but I'm fucking crying. And Levy doesn't know it's funny. He fucking means it. So we're all looking at each other like that, and he's like, I said, well, yeah, I said, you shouldn't speak about people like that. I said, if they're not here. He went, what? He said, are you messing, lads? You Scouse, what are you and all that? Why you being all weird? He went, have you got their number? So Aiden's like, yeah, he goes, phone them now, lad, phone them now. So Aiden must have thought he was on one, thinking that he's going to flap and all that, you know, like calling them out. So I just rang them. Levy's just said to the loudspeaker, hey, you fucking such and such, you pair of divvies. He was looking at eyes, and he's just gone, brrrr. He's going, well, yeah, your mate Aiden's here now, and he's saying you're looking against us. And Aiden's like, I never said, like, shut up, you little fucking mingy, shut up, you. He's going, what, lads, what? Do you think you're on one? Lads, listen to me. And I'm just looking at Tosh is looking. Listen to me now. Talk about escalation. Fucking hell, lads, how is it escalated that much? So Aiden's now, he's all sweating under the neck and all that, and Levy's going, selling all tablets, killing people and all that, fucking our names on that, watch what happens to you, lad, watch what happens to you. And I'm like, Levy, Tosh, grab him, Levy's fucking raging me. So Tosh just grabbed him like a fucking rugby child, and Aiden's going, what's wrong with him? I'm like, lad, what's wrong with him? You're what's wrong with him, lad? Who the fuck do you think you are? Because I'm on one now, and I'm like fucking speaking to me, and saying, like, I help it. And I've just gone into one, and he's going, yeah, lad, I'm the fucking lad. Think I'm 15 years old, lad. We'll fucking shoot you and them, lad. Do you understand me? And he's just like, yes, they just got off, like, real quick, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, it's just one of them, innit? It's spare the moment. Who the fuck are you talking down to like that, lad? Who are you talking down to like that, lad? Do you know what I mean? I've got a Levy, mate. I've got a Tosh, I've got a Chris, I've got a Robbie. And you know what? I've got me as well. Now, Levy, he's not the scapegoat, but you've got to understand, Levy does what I tell him to do. Do you understand me? Levy doesn't make a move around, but he fucking does, like, but not with things like this right now. What about Levy's behaviour? Do you know what? Fuck them, innit? Fuck them, lad. You're tarring our names as mud, lad. You're going round killing people with black daddies, lad. And we're getting the fucking blame for it, lad. Not just me, but Levy, Robbie, Tosh and Chris too. We're all getting the blame for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck not happening, lad. You better get it straight now. So about 2 hours have gone past, right, and they've all got off, so I'm just sitting in the house on my own, right, and Aiden phoned me. I'm thinking, I said, what's happening? He went, listen, mate, it's not like that. I said, not like what, lad? He said, it's not like that. He said, them tablets aren't from us. I said, who are they from? He went, lad, I don't know. He said, they're not from us. I said, well, it's very coincidental, lad, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And it is. Listen, I haven't got evidence, but it is coincidental. The areas, this, that. He's going, that might just be Martin, that. And I said to him, no, you, lad. I said, you know, you. I said, I'm looking at you different now. And he went, what do you mean? I said, lad, here's why you're a fully grown man. You're the generation above me. And you're trying to put it on a kid. yeah? Do you think he's making moves without you or your little fucking Mingy twins? He's got Mingy twins. I said, well, Mingy brothers, lads, because that's where we're at with it. You're Mingy brothers, and that's where we're at with it, yeah? What are you going to do? You just pass us off Levy on the phone. You're not going to do none. So he's going to me, well, lad, you know, sometimes, lad, you know, you do speak out of line. Like, out of line to who? To you. Out of line to you. Why? What do you mean? He went, lad, if I told them brothers, lad, Levy, no, what, lads? I've got nothing left to say to you. Fuck off. Puts the phone down and phones Levy, says, like, get one of them brothers. He goes, what? I said, get one of them. He goes, go ahead, lad, he's right. Now, Levy's got his own little firm, and these are a little pack of rats. These are a pack of rats. These are rats who I don't deal with, because they're rats. Listen, the rats, they'll fucking burn your gaff down for fucking treats on and that, just for a laugh. They like doing it. These are rats. So, Levy, don't want nothing to do with it. Don't want to hear nothing about it. Tell him when it's done. Sound. Listen to you now. So I phoned Robbie, because Robbie's been having a bad time. I said, Robbie, what's happening, lad? He's like, what's happening, mate? He said, do you want to get down to mine? He's like, yeah. He said, do you want a KFC? He said, go on, sounds. He comes down, this big, like, 40 quid bucket and that. We're sitting there. We've had this scan, and I said, do you want a brandy? He's like, yeah. Give him a brandy. So I'm talking to him about an hour. Yeah, fucking hell, mate. Robbie's gaff being melted. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. So Robbie's staying as mine. So I'm like, lad, you can stay here if you want. He's like, I know, lad, I know. He said, lad, I've been thinking about getting out the game, you know. I said, what? He said, I've been thinking about getting out. I said, you can't get out the game. He went, what do you mean? I said, you can't get out the game. He went, what do you mean? I said, lad, you can't. I said, you can't. I said, lad, you're needed in this firm, lad. He's going, I know, but I said, lad, there's no buts. I said, there's no buts. I said, you can't get out this firm. He's like, are you threatening me? I said, no, I'm not threatening you. I'm fucking talking to you man to man. If you leave this firm, that weakens us. You're an asset to this firm. You are in this firm. Yeah, lad, what are you on about? I said, lad, you won't last 5 minutes out this firm. He's like, no. I said, lad, shake it off now. Shake it off now. Shake it off now. Look at me. I've grabbed him by the face, right? I'm saying, lad, not grabbed him by the face in the aggressive way, but, lad, you're not thinking straight. Lad, I don't want Robbie to leave this firm. If he decides to, he can. But once you leave this firm, lad, we're not your security no more. You won't last. Lad, you'll get killed. You'll get killed, lad. And he's going, I know. But I said, but what? I said, listen, mate. So we're having like, you know, I'm talking to him. Next thing, phone goes, Levy. Lad, done him. I forgot about it. Like, what do you mean? He went, done him, lad. He said, a little fucking rat. I said, what do you mean? He went, well, lad, here's what happened. I said, where did him? He said, I've seen him. I said, what? He went, just bumped into him. I went, where? He went, just like outside this. That means you've been seeing him up. I said, and what? He said, lad, just ran over and give him a few. I said, a few what? He said, only a little blade, lad. I said, where? He went, you know, just back, neck, ass. And neck. He went, fuck him, lad, yeah, neck. I said, kill shot. He went, I don't know, you know. He said, I don't know. I said, lad. I said, are you messing? He went, you told me to. I said, lad, I never told you to. He went, lad, you did. He said, I'm sick of it. He said, no, listen to you, lad, you did. Where are you? I said, I'm in mine with Robbie. He went, oh, that fucking little shit lifter. He went, what's wrong? He's still crying over his fella. He said, tell him his fella's fucking toast. Oh, lad, what are you on about? I'm like, lad, shut up now. He's going to fuck him out, lad. But Levy's got like a adrenaline pump and he's just done whatever he's done, you know what I mean? I said, where's your brother? He went, you ain't even with him, lad. He said, fucking brother. He said, you ain't even with him. I said, so what? Then he went, well, he's next, then he. I went, nah. I said, don't do it. He said, fuck. He said, lad, I've got you now. He said, I've got you now. I went, yeah. He went, I'll just put my mates on him. And I'm like, oh, well, whatever it is. Get a man now. He's like, do you want to scan? I said, no, it's not the KFC with Robbie. He's like, get on you, just sitting there eating bag and buckets with Robbie. What the fuck does that even mean? So here's where it all goes dark, right? Now, let's see where the fingers point. Let's see where you're pointing your fingers. Yeah, get on this now. Listen, when I say that we're not on the pond no more, I mean we're not on the pond no more, right? We've got connections right now. You might think, here's what connections I mean, mate. Here's what fucking connections I mean. We've been tipped off, right? Now, we're on the top of a whiteboard, apparently. We're on the top of a whiteboard, mate. Yeah, Manchester Police and County Lines and all that. We're on the top of a fucking whiteboard. And guess who's at the top of it? Fucking me and Levy. Why are we at the top of it? Because Levy's done that, brother, yeah? So, get on this, you just take a step back now and tell me what you think of this. Now, you've got to understand, we know, we're playing fucking chess, mate. We pay a lot of money for this information, and here's the information we've just got right now. All right, Levy does take it a bit far. He does take it a bit far, but we've got the envelope and we know what they've got on us, yeah? Get on this, just get on this.
The hierarchy. We have the supplier, Scouser, contact Hurdy, main man Aiden, and the rest of the network. Intelligence shows the Scouser is the main man behind the scenes, not Aiden. He's known to associate with Leventon, both are serious Underworld figures known for firearms and gang-related activity. But our focus is the Scouser. He runs the supply chain. We have no intel on him. only that he drives a black BMW M5.
Your lads are under observation now at Lime Street Station.
We know where you live.
I will bring you everything we know.
Meet Levy at the usual place and bring everything. Know if you miss something out or lie, lads, you're getting it. So Levy gets back to mine, he's going, yeah, get this. I'm like, open it. So we're sitting there, right, listen to me now. I am on the top of a whiteboard for supplying these Garys that I never supplied, that are killing people. And you know what? It's one of them things now where, all right, listen, I'm going to be straight with you. Listen, we need to get these off the fucking streets. I'm not saying the people, I'm saying the tablets. We need to get the tablets off the streets because they're killing people. We're not here to kill people. All right, people might say, well, lad, we'll do what you do. If it wasn't us, it'd be someone else who did it. Yeah, if it wasn't us, we'd get replaced in 1 minute flat. It just is what it is. Yeah, we're giving people lemon, we're giving them white, we're giving them brown. All right, it is killing them, but they're going to die elsewhere. So I'm not taking fucking responsibility for it. And especially these tablets, mate. These tablets are designed to kill. They're designed to kill. Do you see what I mean? Now, my name's on the top of a fucking whiteboard nationwide on County Line for supplying these tablets. I haven't supplied these tablets. You know I haven't. You know, and Levy, what the fuck? Levy didn't even know nothing about it until recently. You know what I mean? These brothers, mate, one of them's gone. And you know what? The other one's fucking going as well. And you know what we need to get? We need to get that fucking man and that Katie and Mick somewhere. Yeah, we need to get them somewhere, right? So I'm on the phone. Bum. What's that, lad? The lads who spoke to about it, yeah. Get them, and take them fucking somewhere. And phone me when you've got them all. So Levy's sitting with me, right, and we're talking about it. We're going through all this shit right now. I'll put an order out. Listen to me now. Get them somewhere, right? Get them somewhere. So Levy's like, lad, you're a brandy. I'm like, lad, I need one, lad. He's like, go on, yeah. Should we open a good gear? I'm like, well, how do you know that's there? He went, lad, because I can see it stashed. Go on, Sam. So he opens the Louis X and that. Fucking, I know what it's different, mate. And Levy's going, lad, this is boss, you know. I'm like, lad, listen to me now. We're fucked, you know. He's going, why? I said, lad, why? I said, how can you comprehend what's going on, lad? I said, think about it. He's going, I know that, but like, you are really sort of to blame. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's going, lad, can I have a lasagna? What do you mean? He said, lad, can I have a lasagna? I'm like, from where? He went, lad, there's some in your freezer. I'm like, how do you know? He's like, lad, I was on it before. Lad, stop fucking shitting me fucking freezer off, lad. Yeah, of course you can. She's like, how do we do it? I said, you put it in the microwave, lad. Pierce the lid, put it in the microwave 10 minutes. You go, no, it's only one of them shitty ones. I'm like, lad, what do you do? Making a fucking home one now? He's going, lad, you are a good cook. Oh, lad, listen, I'm not standing here now making lasagna from scratch. We are in the world of shit, and you want me to, you thinking I'm fucking Ramsay or someone, lad? Lad, what are you on about? He's just laughing his head off. So, like, we're on the stripes and that, listen, you eat lasagna, the kids knocking me sick, lad, it's all over your face, lad, you're making me sick, lad, go away. He's like, lad, any garlic, oh, lad, get out my face, lad, you're making me sick. So he's had to scan all that right through in the bin and all that. He's horrible, you know, like the MC rapper in the bin there. So he goes, right, like, back to business. I'm like, lad, wipe your mouth. He's like, what is that, lad? So I just threw a tea towel at him, lad, wipe your fucking mouth. He's going, all right, is that sounds? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what about my teeth? I'm like, lad, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about your teeth. I'm like, what are we going to do? He said, lad, we're going to have to just do them all. I'm like, who? He's like, they're busy. What are you on about, lad? He's like, lad, well, if you do that bit, lad, listen, that information is just what he knows. He hasn't got the information where if we do him, there's no information. The information's a copy of what they've got. He's like, oh, no way, that means we're fucked. I'm like, that means we're fucked. Listen, when people start dying of things, when, like, young girls and lads in that party fucking scene start dying of things, lads, it's heavy. It's different, lad. This is like a dedicated team, lad. Lads, we're looked at as murdering rats, lad. Lads, and I can see where they're coming from. You know what? Honest to God, you know what? I don't know that this is from them. I don't know. I've only got speculation. We've given these tablets to some kids in fucking Levy. You know, he's called Phil. Well, I know him as well, but I mean, he hasn't come back to the results yet. Yeah, if he comes back to his results and says that them tablets are designed to kill, I'm going to do them. I'm going to fucking do them myself. Never mind, Levy. I'm going to do all of them myself. Do you know what I mean? Not only for bringing me into it, but for killing people. Yeah, I've got kids. You've got kids. What are you? Dave got kids. Dave got kids the same age. What are you doing? What are you doing? So my man hasn't that, but it doesn't matter, right? So we're sitting there. Next thing about 3 hours gone past, I am off me fucking barnet, Levy's off his barnet. I'm just days, I'm like, what's that? Like, we've got him. I'm like, where? It's like, such and such. It's like a fucking 40-minute drive. I'm like, Levy, you're driving? He's like, go ahead, I'll drive. I'm like, nah, you won't. He's going, but lad, well, we take lad, I'll drive, using your car. He's like, go on, son. So he just flies out, jumps in the Bentley and flies this gaff, right? So there's this man, this Katie and this Mick, they're just wrapped up right now. This bird has had a short, sharp, shocking reality of what's going on here. So I said to the man, now, I'm not going to go all in, because I don't know where they know. Yeah, but someone knows some, right? And the only reason why I'm investigating this much is because we're on the top of the whiteboard. Me and Levy's like, lad, burn them now, we'll just burn them all. I'm like, lad, shut up. And the lads who brought him there on the fringe of it, they're just looking at Levy, and Levy's like, what? Levy's like, none. Nothing, lads. What? Saying I'm none? I'm like, lad, stop causing trouble. So 60 years off that man. I'm like, listen, lad, what's happening? He goes, oh, what's happening, lad? I said, what's happening, lad? I said, you've been killing people with tablets, haven't you? He's like, no, lad, no. I said, you have. So he told me everything about Aiden and everything about these brothers. And now he's like sort of out taking a step back where he's like, listen, I was forced into it. You were forced into it. Who you talking to, lads? I said, you were gay, lad. You were gay like a badge when I met you. He's going, I know, but this is a different you, innit? I said, what? Who do you fuck? Do you think you're trying to profile, lad? Bang! Smacks him in the mouth for a fucking open hand slap. Who do you think you're trying to profile? You don't know me, lad. And he's going, lad, no. Levy's just lurking round. Levy's got a naughty on him. And these are just like, boo. So Levy goes to bed. What's your part of this? She's like, I'm the pie and mash. He goes, pie and mash? You mean you're getting sausaged off everyone? Oh, mate, heavy. Listen, Levy is heavy. But it is what it is. Listen, you little slag. You're a part of this. You're minding it all. If you don't know what's going on, I understand that. You better fucking start talking now. And this Mick, he's like, listen, lad, we don't know nothing about it. Listen, lad, who you tell to Levy just goes, bang! Fucking tell him to listen, lad. You're in the wrong place, mate. You're in the wrong fucking tier of the hierarchy. You don't know what's happening here yet. I only have to say go and you're dead. You're burnt alive. Do you understand me, lad? He's like, yeah. I said, have some respect, lad. He's going, lad, I've got no about respect, lad. I just don't know how to act. You don't know how to act. Stop fucking thinking you're due then, lad. Stop thinking you're big in the game. Working with these little mingy brothers, lad. What have they got to do with it? They give us everything. They've got a formula. Who off? Off Aiden. Yeah, Aiden did it all, lad. It was all Aiden, lad. Listen, I swear to God, if you let us go now, we won't have nothing to do it. Right, listen to me now. Look at me, you. Right, grab man by the face. Levy's lurking round me with a piece. I'm like, Levy, point that at him. Take the safety off and point it at him. Levy took the safety off, pointed at him. I said, you know, if I say go, you're dead. Man's like, lads, I know. I said, no, you're stepbrothers. I said, did they ever happen to one of them? He went, yeah. I said, do you think that was? He went, lads, I know it was you. I said, what did we do to you, lads? He's like, lads, absolutely no doubt. He's going, but could I just say something? I said, what? He went, I don't even get along with them. I went, what do you mean? He went, lads, I owe them so. I went, you owe your stepbrothers so? He went, yeah. He said, my ma owes them so. He said, lad, I'm just trying to pay my ma's bills for them, lad. And I'm like, what do you mean, lad? So, take straight, like, whether he's lying or not, I've took a step back a little bit here because I can see his eyes. This kid's gone fucking white, mate. And Mick's backing it up, right? So Levy's saying to Mick, tell me now what about his ma, lad? And his ma's sick or this, that, and it seems like she's got, I think it's Alzheimer's, something like that. So I think these are taking the piss out of it because she's got major dose stashed or something like that. Now, I don't know how it works on that, but the stepbrothers, so their dad and their mum must have had some sort of collude ages ago, you know what I mean? And now, because these twins, these fucking big hard case brothers, because they're big in the game in the small little ponds, they're trying to throw flex around, they're trying to, like, you know, impressing kids and that. So he's doing that to him. I know if he's doing that to him and his ma, he will sell them tablets, you know what I mean? So who's on the target? The fucking stepbrothers, mate. They are. Now, one of them's been stabbed up and all that, but we need the other one. Let's get these two little cunts, mate. Let's get these two little fucking cunts where I can speak to them properly.